Tropical Weather Update with WKP at 5:57. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is WKP and I'm going to be doing a live stream on the tropics since we are tracking quite a bit of storms. We have Teddy out there, which could hit Bermuda as a hurricane, and we also have Paulette and Sally, which could make landfall on the U.S. soon. So Sally could make landfall soon. And I'm sorry about the last live stream. I lost internet connection, so I had to stop the stream. So let's get into this right now. So the first thing we're going to look at is Google Earth. This is a really cool representation of what the hurricanes look like from the satellites up in space. So as you can see, this where my mouse is Sally right here. She's quite large and looking better and better than she has really ever. And then down here we have Teddy, and then I believe that's Vicky right there, and then I don't know what that is. And then we have Paulette up here, that big very nicely formed storm up there that's going to start weakening as she gets into colder water. So let's take a look at the National Hurricane Center website. As you can see, we have a few new disturbances. Disturbance 3, which has a 20% chance of forming in the next 5 days. And then this one, which we should keep an eye on, disturbance number 2, which has a 50% chance of forming in the next 48 hours, and in the next 5 days, a 70% chance of forming. So conditions are going to get better for this storm as the week moves along. And then we have disturbance number 1 with a 20% chance of forming, which is going to meander in the Gulf before doing anything. It will likely not form. It'll just be a big rain causer for Texas and Mexico. So let's take a look at the track for Teddy. So Teddy's going to be a hurricane and then strengthen into a major hurricane by 2 a.m. Friday, and then by 2 p.m. Sunday, he is going to weaken back into a hurricane. But it looks like Teddy could make landfall on Bermuda, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Teddy would be a strong hurricane likely with landfall on Bermuda. And then we have Vicky right here, which isn't going to do much of anything. It's just going to die off. And then we have Paulette up here. Sorry about that. We have Paulette right here, which is going to be a hurricane for the next couple days. And then by 2 a.m. Thursday, weaken into a tropical storm and move downwards back into the warmer waters. Now, will it re-strengthen once it gets into these warmer waters? I don't believe so, but there is a possibility of re-strengthening with Paulette. And now let's take a look at Sally. Sally is the bigger one we need to keep an eye on. So here's the newest cone, which came out 4 p.m. Tuesday. Right now, Sally is a hurricane and is expected to make landfall as a hurricane and will weaken quite quickly into a tropical storm. And by 1 p.m. Thursday will be a tropical depression, and the remnants will go over South Carolina by 1 p.m. Friday. So the wind for Georgia and South Carolina won't be much, but the rain is going to be really strong. And the flooding and rain for Mississippi and Alabama are going to be really, really, really strong. Let me show you that. So here is the U.S. rainfall potential. As you can see, where landfall is going to occur, 20 plus inches of rain. That could be 1.5 feet. So we could be seeing 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet of rain. I think it's more likely that we'll see 1.5 feet of rain, and even inland we'll see 10 to 15 inches of rain, and the Florida Panhandle will also see 15 to 20 inches of rain, so a lot of rain. And inland South Carolina will experience 6 to 10 inches of rain, and even northern Florida will experience 1 to 2 inches of rain, which isn't much, but the fact that this storm is bringing so much rain to so many states in a week is quite crazy. And the reason that we're going to be seeing a lot of flooding potential is because this storm is going to be very slow moving. Over tonight and into tomorrow, Sally is going to start speeding up, but she's going to be moving really slow over land, so a lot of rainfall is going to drop. So 50% high where landfall is, which is in Alabama, which is in Mississippi, and the Panhandle of Florida, and even into South Carolina, they can experience a 20% moderate chance of flooding and a 5% marginal chance in northern Florida. So this storm is going to bring a lot of rain. Here's the wind speed potential. As you can see, northern Florida, again, is in 5 to 10% chance of tropical winds, which is basically nothing. So there's not going to be much wind for northern Florida. But where landfall occurs, there is a 90+% chance of tropical storm force winds. So for Mississippi and Alabama and the Florida Panhandle, I would definitely say you guys probably have about 100% chance of seeing tropical storm force winds. This says 90%, but based on now that we know where landfall is going to be, I have no doubt in my mind you guys are going to see tropical storm force winds. So this is going to be a very bad storm. Let's take a look at the intensity guidance for Sally. So as you can see, once she makes landfall, quickly weakens from a hurricane down to a tropical storm, and then starts to re-strengthen. Some models are showing this may be because she goes out over the ocean. Some models are showing her to go out over the ocean. So if that does happen, we may see some re-strengthening. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. Here is let's see if the newest aircraft recon has updated. No, we don't have any air recon right now. So that is basically it for the video. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Please keep an eye on these storms. I will have more videos in the future. Thank you for tuning in. And any questions you may have, please write them in the comments and I will answer them. Bye.